The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. No man is free who is not a master of himself. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Everything that happens happens as it should, and if you observe carefully, you will find this to be so. The most complete gift of benevolence that you can give to others is the conscious experiencing of your own presence. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When you have been compelled by circumstances to be disturbed in a manner, quickly return to yourself and do not continue out of tune longer than the compulsion lasts. To accept without arrogance, to let it go with indifference. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. No man is a good doctor who has never been sick himself. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. Today I escaped from anxiety, or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. That which is not good for the swarm, neither is it good for the bee. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. You are a little soul carrying around a corpse. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Begin each day by telling yourself, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness.